I'm Benedetta. I'm a third-year PhD student in Campus Biomedico University of Rome, and I work in the agri-food sector and sustainability of the agricultural field. And currently I'm focusing on understanding the effects of polystyrene nanoplastics on plants. Particularly I work with durum wheat, which is pasta wheat. It's largely cultivated in Italy and of high economic and nutritional relevance. And we are now trying to discover what are the molecular and physiological effects of polystyrene nanoplastics on these plants to see the broader impact of food security and safety. And it's a project that it's done in collaboration with the Imagerie, Euro bioimaging platform here in Gypsy-Rivet, and the VIP Agro Incubator in Belgium. What we do here in the Imagerie is we are trying to investigate if and how the nanoplastics get inside the plants. We are exploiting light microscopy. They have a huge facility with several confocal microscopes. We work with fluorescent nanoplastics so we can trace them inside the plants. We want to look for routes of entrance, localization. Are they inside the cells or in the cell wall? Are they being transported to the upper sides of the plants or maybe in the edible sites? And in Belgium, in the VIP Agro Incubator, we are phenotyping the plants because we are searching for effects of nanoplastics on the growth of durum wheat. If we manage to understand how nanoplastics get inside the plants, if they are translocated to the grains, which are the site we eat, we are assessing a food safety concern related to the consumption of potentially contaminated food. And if we know that plants are being negatively affected by nanoplastics in terms of physiology, biochemistry of the plants and growth, this is a food security concern because there is a risk of loss of productivity, and this is of great significance for the sustainability of the agricultural sector. And third, if we manage to identify key molecular patterns and genes involved in the response to nanoplastics in durum wheat, we could ideally pose the basis to generate mutant lines that better tolerate this kind of stress and contaminants. So this could be amazing for the scientific community. Based on preliminary data, we already know that unfortunately polystyrene nanoplastics are penetrating the roots of the plants and are going through the upper sides and potentially in grains. But with the Imagerie, we want to go further. We want to know more about this localization of nanoplastics. And thanks to their light microscopy facility and technologies that we don't have in Rome, we could try to see the actual site of entrance, which is critical to know with the idea of generating mutant lines. If you know where they can get in, you can stop this getting in. And what I also expect to know is, thanks to the collaboration with the University of Pavia, which is another contributor to this project, I expect to understand if nanoplastics can damage the DNA of the plants and regulate in some way the gene expression of the plants as well. And what I expect from the VIP Agro Incubator, I expect to obtain a robust and large dataset on possible variations of growth of the plants in response to nanoplastics. They have a great facility for phenotyping. It's an automated platform with RGB cameras. Of course, this will improve my previous research on nanoplastics and wheat. I want to be in the academic field and go into different laboratories all around Europe and maybe in the world, can show you different cultures and attitudes towards certain experiments. So the more you know, the more you're quick to solve a problem for what I see. It's really challenging, but it's pushing you to do better and better. You get to know many different cultures, not only about the scientific point of view, like even under a living point of view. Mixing all these all together could be amazing for building up a great bag of knowledge for me. Try it. Don't be afraid, try to apply. There is funding allocated for the researcher that is going to travel, for reagents, tools, whatever you need. And I think going back to Italy, of course, I would like to reapply for AgroServ Calls as a postdoc this time.